Hi guys, I'm Ryan Houston and welcome to my fly tying channel. If you haven't already done so, consider hitting the subscribe button down below. That'll keep you up to date with everything as I upload it. My channel already contains hundreds of videos covering a wide range of both patterns and techniques, from the basic to the more advanced. So without delay, let's get on with the show. Hi guys, today we're going to tie another salmon dry fly. This is one that's called the Macintosh, and it was invented by Dan Macintosh. And what drew me to this one is the relative simplicity to it, and also that it's something totally different to what we'd be used to on this side of the Atlantic. So it's generally a brown themed dry fly. This is a partridge bomber hook, and I'm using a black tying thread. So there's essentially only two materials in this. So we have like a red squirrel, which is not our European red squirrel, it's this coloured one. And essentially there's like a long tail, wing tail, I'm not sure what you'd call it, but of this. So I'm going to take a bunch and I'm going to just flick out the short stuff, and I'm going to use a hair stacker on this. I'll just pop that into the hair stacker. Stack it. Grab it by the tips. And so this is going to go on until it comes a little bit past the bend of our hook. So I'm just going to tie that down. Now I'm just going to put wraps over it. Don't worry about these are just for the purposes of tying here, to get to hold the material out of the road. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tail or wing or whatever it is, hold it up at an angle and cut sort of flat along it, and that will actually produce an angled cut here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some super glue into that, and that will help the whole thing adhere down, stop it from spinning round. So I'm just going to get some super glue into that cut end, and before it dries up, wind into it. So that's going to give me my base for the hackle. This wing is then just going to sit back. If I want, I'm going to put a turn underneath it and then a turn back onto it, and that should hopefully control it a little bit more on top there for me. So this fly has just then a brown hackle. So what I'm going to do, just to get that a little bit more density, because it's a big fly, I'm going to put on two red game saddle hackles. I'm going to tie those into the front, and then I'm going to take my tying thread back to the rear. Get those turned over to start them, and then I'm going to catch both of them with my hackle pliers. And then wrap them backwards. When I get to the back of the, I suppose it's a thorax, I'm going to tie over them, and then I'm going to snap those off and wiggle wrap my tying thread up through the hackles. Now I'm trying not to tie down fibres if I can at all help it, but I'm trying to cross over the stalks, and in that way make the whole tie-in more secure, and also you'll notice then that I have a very small head, to the point where actually I can build my head up to a shape that suits me, but we're going to keep it small and light because this is a dry fly. So finish your fly off. I said I do this by hand, but if you want to use a whip finish tool, off you go. Trim that, and then it just remains to varnish the head. So I'm going to use a nice thin Ciliar clear here to do that. Gets good penetration of the thread wraps. And that is our Macintosh. So something totally new to myself, different. And if you've liked what you've seen tonight, give us a like, subscribe, tell your friends, check out all the other videos that I have on the channel. And until next time, tight lines, and thanks for watching.